Hi everyone, I'm Yo and this is Virginia. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Knowing, Caring, and Loving Our Lady Parts. So today we're going to talk about the lady part muscles. How many of you know where these muscles are and how to contract them? Well, today we're going to learn about where these muscles are. So let's get started. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share with your friends. And let's talk about the lady part muscles. First, Virginia and I want to know how many of you know where the lady part muscles are. And did you know that they're called pelvic floor muscles because they're at the bottom of your pelvis? Well, she's going to have a little break here and have a snooze while Myrtle the Girdle helps me today. These are the lady part muscles. They are called the pelvic floor muscles, and that's because they sit at the bottom of the pelvis. There are 5 groups of muscles that make up the pelvic floor. Often they're called the levator ani, and that only represents 4 of the 5 muscles. So for our sake, we're going to talk about all of them, and they're the deep layer of the pelvic floor. So they attach to the front of the pelvis, which is called the pubic symphysis, and it goes all the way back and inserts along the tailbone, which is called the sacrum, we call it, physiotherapists call it, or the little tail at the bottom of the sacrum called the coccyx, and that's where it attaches. Or some people call it the pelvic outlet where it attaches if I take it out, or the rim of the pelvis, and I dropped it there. So basically, the pelvic floor muscles are a funnel-shaped muscle, as you can see, at the bottom of the pelvis. And their job is they prevent you from leaking fecal matter, all the fun stuff, urinary, and even gas or farts. So they prevent you from being incontinent, whether it's urinary or fecal or flatulence, which is farting too much, which isn't fun if you can't control those when you want to. The important thing when you look at these muscles is that you see that it is sling shaped. And that's important because when you contract that muscle, you are going to be doing a squeezing in and a lift towards the front of the pelvis, which is called the pubic symphysis. So this is a funnel-shaped muscle at the bottom of the pelvis, and when you contract it, you do that in and lift. Now, if I take this out of here to show you, you can see that it's at the bottom of the pelvis. See how I've taken that out? And its function, as I mentioned, is it prevents you from leaking because when you contract that muscle, it squeezes the opening of the bladder and also squeezes the anal sphincter to prevent you from leaking stuff. The other function of the pelvic floor muscles is it holds the pelvic organs. It's like the bottom of a purse. It's not fitting right here, but it's the bottom of the purse, so it holds things from dropping out like a pelvic organ prolapse or a pop, which I've talked about before. Just like you see on that diagram there, where the pelvic muscles hold things up and it's like a sling. So the function of the pelvic floor is it prevents you from being incontinent of fecal or urine or gas or flatulence, and it also holds up the pelvic organs. So it's very important with respect to your pelvic health. So thank you so much for tuning in to this video with Myrtle and Virginia, who's resting over there, with knowing your pelvic floor muscles or your lady part muscles. Please tune into my other videos about the lady part region, in particular, the second one with respect to the Kegel exercises and going into more detail. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share this video with all your friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. Virginia, I look so forward to seeing you again soon.